Wow, what's up? It's White Boy Radio. Get right into it, man. So Web Sleuths had Seth Rogers and Chris Proudfoot up on panel. They were live for a long time. That chat was out of control. It's like 3,000 people in chat. It was crazy. The people in there, the hate-filled people in there with the comments, it's insane. Insanity towards the man Chris. Now the guy Chris Proudfoot came off a little bit abrasive to say the least. But the dude has a right to be mad. Um, and a lot of the things that he said made a lot of sense. People are claiming that you could tell he's reading the comments. And for the people out there doing that, that's you're not breaking him, you're not helping him. All you're doing is getting him frustrated. If you would have had a cool, calm, collective, you know, considering the circumstances, Chris, more things would come out. But he's agitated. The guy's been getting death threats. He said, okay, the dude's been getting death threats. People are claiming he's not searching, he's not hanging flyers, which he debunked. Okay, and another thing is he went back to work. At some point, as I'm watching this, you have Seth come on there, and look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. He kind of brought a lot of drama to the table, people. He came up first. Why aren't you emailing me and corresponding and Chris is telling him, "Hey, I'm back at work. I don't even work the same shift as you do." Granted, it only takes 2 seconds to send an email. I get it, but you had to kind of be in the chat because they were going back and forth about a person coming to the house to be a spokesman for them and all. It was crazy to watch. As I'll link this in the description. It's well worth a listen. But Chris Proudfoot 100% has a right to be aggravated and mad, and he's just up there aggravated, man. And he didn't leave anything untouched, or he wouldn't shy away from answering any questions. The only thing I didn't see is Katie. A lot of people were saying that in the comments. Hey, look, the lady probably had. There's no telling what's going on with these people. He admitted that he's been getting death threats. You know, that's obvious. We saw that. It's a given. If you see these comments, and that chat was so bad because, and look, I respect Web Sleuths very much. I don't know if she thought that chat would get that big in numbers, but she didn't have any moderators in there. People are just going crazy on the guy Chris, and it's amazing what people will say. Look, Chris Proudfoot, and this is just my reaction, people. Okay, to this, you're gonna hear this all over the streets the next couple of days. But Chris Proudfoot is the stepfather. Okay, and he's allowed to discipline that kid. These people on the internet are out of control. A lot of what he said kind of debunks all their hateful comments. But back to Seth, he comes in asking what's so long to correspond on an email, this and that. Then he says, "Well, I heard a rumor that your parents have Sebastian." Why would you do that with, So I, the, it's a back and forth. I get it. I get it. It's hard to sit up here and say why would you do that, because he is missing a child. I mean, anything going through his mind. But why address an internet rumor? And even furthermore to that point, Chris Proudfoot, he states that his parents, they left last week or a week and a half, on a job opportunity. These internet rumors will really drive up speculation, man. And the TBI has this case. We just heard the TBI multiple times in the Summerall's case say speculation makes the job of law enforcement very difficult, and that's all that's in this chat. Good shout out to Web Sleuths for doing this. It was a great live. It was raw. It was raw. If you were in there, you seen it. But a couple things to take away that I seen off this. There was a woman on panel. At first, it was the PI. I'm not sure. Leave in the comments if you know. This lady was saying that she was digging around and found something on Katie Proudfoot, and she didn't want to put it out there because it would be a really bad look to Katie. Okay, why would you say that with 3,000 people in chat? Why would you say that? That is crazy. So get ready. Someone's going to find that. And then she went and she said, I remember the Monkey Bond case. Somebody dug something up and it didn't make the mother look that good. I mean, just because you found something and didn't put it on the internet doesn't mean 1,000 people aren't going to search and find it probably by the time the live is over. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. They're, you want to see these two men come together and work together. In my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, I feel like the internet is boosting that guy Seth's head up. Um, you have a lot of people who have not the best motives and intentions on the internet. Then you have a lot of caring people that do want to help him, but there's a lot of mud throwing. There's a lot of fingers getting pointed. I mean, to address the rumor is a little bit crazy to me. That'd be something simple. And but my takeaway from this is Chris Proudfoot throughout this live stream is continually telling the host and the people asking questions, even Seth, that there's a lot of things he would rather not say publicly. You could tell that this man has been all the way working with law enforcement. You could say you could tell he's been in communication with them. He talks about being in a room full of agents where him and Seth where they're watching proof of life video. There's a lot of things that he is holding back from the public, and it's not for anything else that it doesn't need to be out there. Look, there's things in the Summer Wells case that me and Noel know that maybe that everyone else doesn't know. And it's not that it's anything negative towards the parents. It's just it's for it to be publicly known. It's not going to solve anything. And sometimes it's just better not said, okay? Because there's people will speculate on every little thing. There's a lot of instances like that. I don't know what they have going on or what he is not wanting to say, but I will tell you, this is the first time publicly he said he passed his lie detector test. A lot of people are counting this guy out. He's been working. Now, look, if he has a different shift than Seth, I don't know what Seth works, but it sounds like he's working odd hours or whatever. I don't know what the case is. He has been searching. There was even a rumor somebody, I don't know what YouTuber said that Chris is tearing down flyers. Like, this is crazy, people. I have no problem with Seth, but I just neither one of them are guilty, people. Okay, neither one of them are guilty. I mean, I don't know. None of us do. But you're innocent until proven guilty. But the finger pointing is just insane to everybody to latch on to one person. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then here we go again with kids just don't vanish into thin air. That's what they said with Summer. That's what everybody said with Summer Wells. Here we are in the same state. What do you mean? What do you mean? Very important takeaway was, this is very important to me. In this live, Seth is talking to Chris. The discussion comes up of Sebastian Rogers not wanting to move in with his biological father. Okay? He wasn't looking forward to that. And Seth said he didn't know that. And then another question was asked. And like I said, Chris wasn't running from any questions. Chris said, wait, I don't want to move forward yet. I want to address that. And he straight called Seth out. He said, you don't remember being in the kitchen when it was me, you, and Katie talking about? It was actually online school. So Sebastian, he's got autism. He didn't want to be homeschool / online, go to online school. That could be because he's got his friends or whatever at school. There could be a million different reasons for it. But, he wasn't looking forward to moving in with Seth. Hey, it could be something even more than we don't know. It could be something less. We don't know. But, People are always latch on to this good cop, bad cop thing. And by no means, I don't want to sound contradicting. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. I just don't understand why all these people are blaming this guy. Okay. He was not dodging not one question. And you have the right to be mad when there's death threats on you, when people are lying on you, saying that you're not searching and you're not hanging posters up. These are the exact same things that these are the exact same things that were said to Summer's parents, almost to the T, almost to the T. And it's hard for me to sit and just let the community just drill this guy. Now, look, with the abuse and stuff, if I'm going to be honest, man, both guys have the 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 same abuse allegations or whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about internet speculation and all that. There's stuff on divorce records, and then there's stuff that Chris has admitted to. It's basically in white and black, not speculation. It's basically the same thing. People will argue, well, he's a stepfather, he doesn't have the right to do this. Yeah, T for tat, T for tat. It is an interesting watch, and I got some clips here. It's well worth a watch. I don't know why the internet has to cling on to this. This guy is guilty as sin. The guy has a right to be mad. Everybody kept saying, why is he so mad? Why is he so pissed? You know, do you know how much that guy's got to deal with? Just imagine missing a kid. Just that. On top of that, you're having all your social media blown up. People are making death threats on you. People are just messing with it. Your life is ridiculed. Every little thing, digging into their families. It's got to be beyond frustrating as hell. And under a circumstance that's just who knows how that goes. It's crazy, people. It's definitely worth a peek. Again, I'll pin it. I'll put it in the description. I got a couple clips.
These questions first, okay? Everybody wants to know, what do you think happened to Sebastian? What do you think happened?
I don't know. For the love of God, I wished I had an answer. I wished we had something to go off of,
So,
but we
Chris,
don't.
I asked Seth this a few weeks ago, and so just no thought,
I'm hear you out.
in your gut, spit it out. Doesn't matter if it sounds completely off the wall. What is your knee-jerk reaction to what happened?
Sebastian walked out of the house, stepped off the porch, and has vanished into thin air. That is what I think.
Well, let me ask you these questions first, okay? Everybody wants to know.
Guys, look, this is a good creator. This is coming from a truthful creator, web sleuth, respected person in the community. Gray Hughes Investigates jumped on panel. There were a lot of creators in this chat, as you could imagine. So this is going to be talked about, I'm sure, for some time now. I don't usually react to people's live streams. I'm just trying to tell my community, my audience, some takeaways and the truth of the matter. You may disagree with me. That's completely fine. This is why I'm telling you to go watch the live yourself. I will link it somewhere. She may or may not keep it up. So we'll see. I'm literally making this as the end is still going on. Okay. But don't let and Gray Hughes is good. Web Sleuth is good. There were a lot of creators in there. I'm not gonna say they're all good. So don't let people's narrative and all this speculation. Personally, I'm not picking a side. Okay, personally, I'm not picking a side. Innocent until proven guilty. There's no evidence showing that any of these people did anything. I think that people are quick to point the finger or something, because you can't expect people who are getting death threats and attacked and everything else, and probably a lot of stuff he did not say, to just be bulletproof and come to the public and tell the public every last detail. Man, they're human. One thing I hope Chris Proudfoot stops doing is reading the comments or the emails or whatever it is, because it is getting to them. And if you're one of those people doing that, you have no idea. I know a lot of people felt stupid when they learned about some of this stuff. Okay, some people, it doesn't matter what he says. It's kind of like Don Wells. It doesn't matter. They'll ignore the truth. Somewhere in their little blessed hearts, they just know that these people are guilty. But this guy talks about the TBI, his involvement, his involvement with them. Shout out to Gray. Gray did a good job, and Webster's did an excellent job here with this live. The mods did good. There were no mods. It was a complete shitstorm, but I don't think she expected that, and I respect that channel. It's no dig. Okay, um, so check it for yourself. But it's about Sebastian. It's not about what parent we're gonna side with and who we're gonna ridicule, and from public opinion who we're gonna crucify. That is just evil, and this is really difficult for me to watch, because I'm really getting mad in these comments tonight because a lot of I know Don personally. Um, a lot of the things I see said about Chris Proudfoot, it's the same avenue things people are said about Don. It's just evil. There's no evidence behind these things. It's just bad. Look, if the dude is responsible or has something to do with Sebastian's disappearance, then absolutely bash him. Maybe that day will come. I don't know. Maybe I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it, and neither do you. But until you have proof, some sort of evidence, man, be an adult. That's all I'm saying. Look, conspiracies are cool and all, but just like the TBI says, man, speculation will hurt the case and make the job of law enforcement way more difficult. Signing off, Whiteboard Radio. Head over to the website, check it out. Until the next one.